Wow. We're back. We're back. We are back. Let's go. We're back. Man, what they thought this was. What's up, everybody? Hopefully they don't ban this live either. We're gonna wait for everybody to get in this one. We're gonna wait for everybody to get back, cause we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the live. 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 We wait for everybody to get back up in here, cause they decided that they wouldn't even tell me what guideline. They wouldn't even tell me what guideline I violated. We waiting for everybody to get in here. They wouldn't even let me appeal it. Like, that's crazy. That's like just wild. What's up? We back. We back. We back. We need everybody back in here. We need everybody back here. We need everybody back in here. Man, listen. What's good? What's good? What's good? We back. We back. We back. We're back. They can't just let us be great. Ah, hey man, listen. Honestly, it's all good. It's all good. You know, I'm not even mad at it for real. But the one thing I want to say is that, you know, people do what they do, and then they don't like how you react. That's just the funniest part. It's like people that's like, ooh. Man, listen. I can't wait for everybody to get back in this live, because I'm really for the teach a lesson, boy. I can't wait for everybody to get back in this live. I'm really about to teach a lesson for real. That's why I can't wait for people to get back in this live, man. I can't wait for people to get back in this live. I can't wait for people to get back in this live. So as we wait for a few more people to get back in here, TikTok, I can see now TikTok, TikTok. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. What's up, babe? What's up? So listen, you know they actually banned me on TikTok for literally like 10 minutes. Do you know they literally banned me on TikTok for literally 10 minutes? And then my stuff started tweaking. So, listen. I want to tell y'all something, and when I tell y'all this, like, I need y'all to understand that I'm telling y'all this from experience. Not hurt, bro, they wouldn't even tell me what I was banned for. I was banned for speaking too much truth. TikTok, y'all, you know how I know? Like, you know how I know that I got banned for nothing crazy? Because they only banned me for literally 10 minutes. Just to stop my momentum. Banned me for 10 minutes just to stop my momentum. So, listen. Let me tell you something. Okay? You cannot always be a person that bites your tongue to keep the peace. You have to know what battles to fight. You have to know what battles to leave. You have to know when you should say something and when you shouldn't say something. As a person, I have kept so many things in, and I've just let people get away with it. Rest in peace to your brother. I've let people get away with it. I've let people, like, and I just want to let y'all know that we think that doing that is spiritual. We think that not defending ourselves and just letting it pass is spiritual. Spirituality isn't love and light. Sometimes spirituality feels like a war, spiritual warfare. And you know what's funny? It's like the moment that you start to defend yourself, the first thing that they attack is your spirituality. Every time that I defend myself or I retaliate, or think about it, if you hit me or you try to swing at me and I swing back, I'm not saying that you should be spiteful or vengeful. I'm not saying that. But you have to understand, as a leader, as a person who owns, like, if you're going to be a business owner, if you're going to be the captain of a team, if you have to understand that sometimes you have to set an example with people. You have to set an example. You cannot keep letting people disrespect you, be disloyal to you, and you do nothing about it. At some point, you have to set an example with people. You have to show people that you are not to be disrespected. Because if you continuously I'm telling you what I know. I've been that person that just had a big heart and was just like, you know what, it's okay, like, I'll get over it. No, that stuff build up on you. And then you know what happened? Your shadow, this is really what it is. Your shadow starts to get mad at you. Your shadow starts to get mad at you because when your shadow was trying to protect you, you suppressed it. You got to know when to use your ego. You got to know when to use your light. You got to know when to use your feminine. You got to know when to use your masculine. You got to know when to use your shadow. Your shadow is not meant to be caged. Your ego is not meant to be caged. People think that spirituality is just love and light. Spirituality is not love and light. Let's talk about it. Let's look at animal nature. Let's look at the animal kingdom. The animals are very spiritual, the way they live their life, the way that they represent the cycles of life. And sometimes nature isn't always pretty. Sometimes nature isn't always pretty, but they've created this stigma around spirituality as if spirituality is supposed to just be like religion. But that's not what it is. Fire burns. Water crashes. Water drowns. Wind blows. Even nature. Not everything is pretty, but it's needed. Sometimes the fire has to burn so something new can be born. Sometimes you have to speak up. There's a difference between Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. I'm a Malcolm X kind of girl. I'm not here for burying my mouth. And if you have to fight back, I'm going to tell you to fight back. I'm not the type of person to just tell you to take the beating because that's what a good person does. That's where they get you. If you're truly spiritual, then you know that protecting yourself is the number one commodity. It's the number one thing that you have to do. Like, let's be for real. And I've had people demonize me for protecting myself. Have you not experienced that before? That when you protected yourself, that when you fought for yourself, people tried to make you a villain? And that's the thing. I used to be scared to be the villain. But you have to understand that when you are protecting yourself and you're the one that's fighting back and you're actually beating them, you're always going to be the villain in their story. So my thing today is just like, another thing I just want to say too, people probably are like, why did you tell like your whole story with that kid, Brian, and stuff like that? Let me tell you why. Because I introduced y'all to someone. I put him in front of y'all face. Y'all probably started to support him. Y'all probably started watching his videos. Y'all probably started buying his books. So Jazz sent him a t-shirt and all. It's my responsibility that if I put him in front of y'all, it's my responsibility to let y'all know, hey, y'all, no. I have to be the one to tell y'all. I can't just leave that up in the air. And then y'all probably still thinking, oh, like they cool, they good, they this. Like, no, I have to do that. And some people may call it gossip. I call it speaking my truth to y'all. I don't care. I'm going to tell you. Like I told y'all, I'm giving all of me to y'all. And y'all are my friends and my family. So if you were my friend, let's say this wasn't the internet. If you weren't my friend and I introduced you to someone and I found that they weren't a good person, it's my responsibility to let you know, hey, this person that I introduced you to, they weren't really like, you know what I'm saying? Don't you think so? Now, let's continue on with the messages, okay? The biggest thing that I want you to know is that you should never feel bad for protecting yourself. You should never feel bad for protecting yourself. The world will try to make you feel bad. The world will try to skew it and be, they petty, they doing it. No, they're getting their truth out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing about it is a lot of spiritual people don't know how to deal with situations because they think that they have to live to some like holier than thou type of like mentality. And that's not real. That's not how the world works. If you are like, human nature is human nature. If people feel like you are weak, they will take advantage of you regardless of how good your heart is. I'm sorry, but that's what I learned about life. No matter how big your heart is, I'm not saying that you can't have a big heart, but you have to know how to protect it like a child, right? Just because a child is a child don't mean that people won't, you know what I mean, take advantage or hurt or you know what I'm saying? The world isn't like that. So you have to learn how to protect your heart. You have to learn how to protect your soul. You see, people don't like having real conversations. They want it to be like a fairy tale, but that's not life. That's not nature. You could literally be donating so much money to the world, right? Donating people to help them. And if, here we go. Stuff lagging. Hold on. You could literally be donating so much money to the world and wanting to help people, right? But somebody can come and rob you. Somebody can come and take from you. And they know exactly who you are. They know exactly what you do. But because you've been given out to so many people, and I know you have a lot, I'm going to take from you. That is just the nature of the world. So let me tell you something. And understand, I'm telling you this out of love. If you know you are a good person, if you know you have a good heart, you need to learn psychology. You need to learn how to protect yourself. You need to learn how to protect yourself. I'm not telling you to make your heart cold. I'm not. I'm telling you to make people earn your heart. Make people earn your warmth. Make people earn your validation. Make people earn your compliments. Make people earn your favor. Some people know you're super nice and will take advantage. Is this life or is it not? Let's be for real now. Let's not do this love and light bull. Let's be for real now. Is that not the truth? That people will take advantage of you if they feel like you're super nice. Exactly. And I know how much y'all have big hearts. So I'm telling you. I'm teaching you. I'm teaching you. I'm not here to baby, let me tell you something. I'm not that friend that sugarcoats stuff. I'm really not. I'm that friend that loves you so much. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm a Scorpio. I am a Scorpio. I don't sugarcoat. I like truth. So when I talk to you, just know that I'm giving you truth out of love, because while everybody else wants to sugarcoat things, so it's more easier for you to accept, it's more easier for you to believe it or not. I'm not here to do that for you. I love you. That's why I'm telling you the truth. And I would prefer that you hear from someone that you love instead of going through it and wondering why I deal with this. Baby, you ain't do nothing wrong. All you had to do was just don't give things up so easily. Thank you, Anthony, for the heart. Like, bro, y'all have to understand, I love y'all so much, bro. I care about y'all so much. I'm very protective over my people. I'm very protective of who I put in front of y'all, how I influence y'all, because I understand this third dimension realm. They are constantly trying to influence you to think negatively, to think super sexually, to think in a lower vibration, to think from your lower chakras. And here's the thing too, y'all need to understand, not every human you see is a soul that resides in that body. Some humans are filled with spirits that are no good. Spirits can take over a human body. Spirits can attach to human flesh. And people lose themselves and crash out. Innocent people get affected every day. But if you know how to protect yourself, you can stop it from happening. Like, my biggest thing here is that you have to know the reality of life and the reality of people. If it's lagging, I want y'all to come to my YouTube or come to my Twitch. Yeah, they trying to mess with my message right now. You know, so, and the reason why I bring this up is because I've let people come in my life and use me, do witchcraft on me, take from me, and all I ever did was try to help them and love them from a very pure place. But you know what my mom said? My mom's a Scorpio too. Just go on YouTube and search up Styx River. My mom said, you can't always give your heart to people. Not everybody deserves your heart. Not everybody deserves your heart. And I was like, but why, Mom? You know, I'm a kid. I was a kid at the time. I was like, but why, Mom? I love helping people. Because not everybody wants to see you shine. Not everybody, like, some people are literally just taking your help because they want to see what they can take from you. And people think my mom look intimidating. My mom standing at 6 foot. They think she looks intimidating. But then when I listened to my mom was like, you have no clue how much as a kid she used to be taken advantage of. People would just walk all over her. People would call her, hey, you could drive me here. You could drive me here. But when she needed it, nobody was there. And trust me, I'm not telling you to be bitter. I'm telling you to be more picky with who you allow in. Now, I'm about to say something and try to see it from a higher perspective and not such a low perspective. If they can't do for you, you need to let them go. And when I say do for you, that means that if they can't listen to you, if they can't be there for you, if they can't show up for you, and you're always showing up, you're always listening, when you talk, they cut you off, you need to let them go. Because if you keep hanging around people that have nothing to pour into you and you have everything to pour out, you're going to end up empty. you're going to end up empty, bro. Like, this is real life. If I had a child, this is what I would be teaching my child. I just don't want to end up alone. That's a fear. See, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. You should not be afraid of being alone, because you should rather be alone than to have company that makes you wish you was alone. Les Brown told me that. Les Brown told me that you should rather want to be alone than to be with someone and wish you was alone. The reason why y'all accept people who aren't good people is because of your fear of being alone. But if you allow yourself to be alone and you enjoy being alone, you start to make friends in a more healthier way, because you're not making friends out of some type of lack. You're not making friends out of some type of like disharmony. You're not making friends out of some type of like, I don't like to be by myself, so I got to be around someone. When you know how to be alone, you pick people who continue to bring you peace as if you were alone. But if you don't like to be alone, that means that you would hang out with people who don't bring you peace at all, just so you don't have to be alone. And if you don't like to be alone, that means that when you are by yourself, you are not at peace. That means that you need to work on yourself, and you really shouldn't be around anyone. Don't pick people out of desperation. Exactly. Being alone is the foundation to good relationships. Because guess what? If you don't know how to be alone, you're never going to know how to walk away. Because you're going to be like, damn, be alone or walk away, or be alone or be with this person. And you're never going to choose to be alone, even though being alone has some of the best benefits. I'm not telling you to be lonely, but I literally just made a video today. Let me play the video for y'all. I literally just made a video today. Let me play it for y'all. And y'all gonna hear it. Solitude. Here. Hold on. Wait. Solitude is the cost of inspiration. Those who inspire the most often feel the most alone. Solitude feeds obsession, and distraction kills genius. Legends are lonelier than most. If you are afraid to be alone, you're literally missing out on one of the first lessons of life. Know thyself. Because if you don't like to be alone, that means you don't know yourself for real. That really means you don't know yourself for real. Because you only get to know yourself in solitude. You only get to know God in solitude. But now let me ask y'all something. And I want to know what y'all think. Why is it that I've never ever like protected myself for real? I never ever like retaliated at people. I never ever like talked back to people. I just kind of let people do me dirty before. But why is it that now when I fight back, because I love myself. You see, when you love yourself, you got standards. When you love yourself, you're not going to let just anybody talk to you crazy. Think about it like this. The way a mother is about their child when somebody starts walking up, that's how I am about myself. That's how I am about myself. I am vicious like a mother wolf, a mother lion protecting their cubs about myself. And I never was like that. And that's the thing. When you do the work to get yourself to that level, you don't let anything or anybody take you back, because all that time you spent by yourself to do that work, you're like, you're not gonna mess up the work I did. So your boundaries get strong. You're not hard to deal with. You're not hard to work with. You're hard to play with. That's what it is. And people will try to make it seem like you difficult to work with. No, it's not that. I'm difficult to play with. And you don't like that. So now let me ask you, why is it that the moment, and I'm generally interested in, from y'all are my friends, so I want to know, why is it that, because truth be told, and y'all gonna be like, damn, listen, y'all are my friends. Y'all are my friends and my family. Because the thing about it is that the people that I've had around me, they didn't know how to appreciate me for real. But you know who always knew how to appreciate me? Y'all. You know who always saw me? My family and y'all. But the thing is that when you let people come into your close vicinity and they're not confident, they're not happy about themselves, they're not happy with their life, they could destroy you. A ship sinks from the inside. So thank you for the roses, Lala. So why is it that the moment that I protect myself or I defend myself viciously? See, that's the thing. I'm either super cool and calm and nice, or when I'm protecting myself, I'm vicious about it. But why is it that the moment that you start to protect yourself, they always try to come for your spirituality as if spiritual people are not supposed to viciously protect themselves? I thought spiritual people are the ones who protect themselves the most. Look at Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory don't let nobody disrespect him. I'm asking you, for real, why is it that the moment that you start to protect yourself, I thought you was spiritual? Does spirituality mean that I'm supposed to let you walk over me? Y'all ever seen that video, that picture with the crystals and the punch? That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. When you love yourself, you don't let nobody play you. You don't let nobody play with you because you don't play about you. Come on. Stop letting people play about you. Are y'all with me? Are y'all done letting people play with you? Are you done letting people use you? Are you done letting people walk all over you? I don't like to see you like that, man. Some of y'all biggest tears, some of y'all saddest moments was because you gave your heart to someone who didn't appreciate it. That's where most of y'all pain is. Most of y'all pain is you giving your heart to someone who didn't appreciate it, and you gave them everything of you. You opened up. I'm not telling you to close your heart. I am telling you to be more pricey with the ticket that it takes to get into your heart. People got to pay a higher price to get to your heart. People got to prove to you over time. You don't just get close to me in a month, in a day, in a week. Baby, I need to see you you have to be the same person for like a year or two before you get in my heart for real. Because guess what? People can hold up a mask really good for up to 3 months. After 3 months, the hand gets tired of holding the mask. And let me teach you something else. When people show you themselves the first time and they be like, I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me, I usually don't act like that, they always act like that. Believe them. Believe them. Believe them. Stop giving people multiple chances. You see, here's one sign of someone who has a lot of respect for themselves. They're very quick to cut people off. They're very quick to cut people off. Because while you're holding yourself up with this person, trying to mend this friendship, trying to heal this friendship, right? You're missing out on someone else who already gets it. Because you're too busy entertaining this energy. Do you know how many people is in the world? Do you really think friends are hard to come around? Do you really think so? I don't think so. I think friends are hard to come around when you keep entertaining the same friends. It's not. I don't think friends are really that hard to come around. You can find plenty of friends. But you have to learn, some of y'all get too attached to people, and that's the problem. If you practice detachment, you will be fine. Because a lot of times y'all are attached to things that's not even healthy. Some of y'all are attached to things that are not even healthy. You know, I found better friends when I stopped entertaining BS. Exactly. 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 But guess what? You have to spend time by yourself for you to. So when you spend a lot of time by yourself, you start to feel a level of peace. You start to do what you want. So that way, when you hang out with people and your peace is being irritated, you're like, this don't feel right. I should just be by myself then. I don't need to. You now have a power. If you're not afraid to be alone, you are very powerful. I want you to know that. You are very powerful because a lot of time people just get in the way. If these people aren't helping you elevate, they're getting in the way. And you know what's crazy? My best friendship, like the best friendship that I've ever had in my life, I don't see this person every day. I don't talk to her every day. But every time we connect, it feels like, oh my God, like we family. Be careful of the friends and the people that feel like they need to talk to you every day. I'm not saying that you can't have friends that you talk to every day, because sometimes you really do got that friend. You just check, hey girl, how you doing? Da 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 da. But honestly, personally, me, the only person I should really be talking to every day is my mama and my girlfriend. Now, or if I work, if I have a company or something, there's really no reason to be talking to certain people every day. That sounds like some type of codependency. The best kind of friendships is the type of friendships where y'all don't talk for a little bit. You come back, you like, hey, I feel like you never stop talking. I'm telling you, you'll see as you get older. The only time you really talking to people every day is when you're young. When you're young, when you're a jitterbug. When you're a jitterbug. I don't want to be dependent on nobody, no thing, no, nothing. Nothing will have my power. Nothing will have my control. And be careful of energy vampires. Some people like to talk to you every day to see what you're doing, to hear your next move, to get your opinion, just to be close to you. But the problem is that if you don't spend time with yourself, you don't know thyself. And you don't know how valuable you are. See, that's the problem. Some of y'all don't really know how valuable you are. You don't really know. And this is why I'm telling y'all, please, 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 like I'm telling you this as your big sis, as your best friend, as your friend. Really get to know yourself. Get to know yourself so well that nobody can ever try to tell you about you. And that's the thing. You got to know when to take people's advice and when it actually aligns with your character and who you are. And when their advice is only based off of their character. Even my advice. Take what resonates. I'm never going to tell you, you got to believe everything I say. Take everything I say. Like, I'm never going to say that. Because I'm not here for you to rely on my mind. I'm here for you to rely on your mind. Like, that's one thing about me. I'm not one of these people that just want to control the masses. I could care less about controlling anybody, baby. I'm trying to control myself. You know what I'm saying? You either control the parameters or the parameters control you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like, you know, when you love, let me tell you something. When you love at a very high frequency, when you love with all your heart, you have to protect that love. Because messing with the wrong people, they could make you never want to love again. And you don't ever want someone to take that from you. You don't want someone to ever make you feel like you don't want to open your heart up to people. That's one thing about it. I would never promote closing your heart off from the world. I would never do that. Because closing off your heart from the world only allows you to become like everyone else. Evil. I'm telling you to take your greatest asset, which is your love, and protect it with everything you got. Vaughn, don't do that boy like that. Vaughn, don't do that boy like that. Vaughn, be nice. Don't do that. That boy said hi to you. Don't do that boy like that, Vaughn. You being such a Leo right now. Tell Guyton, hey. There has to be balance between love with self and others. It's not about a balance. It's about, if there's no love for self, there is no such thing as love for others. Because if you have no love for self, what you think you're giving love to others is not love. You're seeking some type of codependency. You're seeking some type of validation that you need because you lack the love. So you can't even love others if you don't love yourself. It's steps to it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Lala? I keep ending up on stud talk. You're hilarious. Fuck you. This not. Boy said, hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of funny. You talk about something, you keep ending up on stud talk. Maybe TikTok trying to say something. Maybe you a part of the LGBTQ community. You know what I'm saying? You set healthy boundaries when you love yourself. Exactly. When you love yourself, you don't play about yourself. And that's the thing. Like, let me tell you something. This is how I feel. Tell me what y'all think. I really want to know. Everybody tell me what y'all think, okay? If you disrespect me, if you cross my boundary, you don't have the right to determine how hard I go to protect myself. You don't have the right to tell me how far I go to protect myself. You can't be like, but you did too much. You don't have the right to do that no more. Because after you cross a boundary, I have all the permission to set you straight whichever way I want to. Is that just me being too Scorpio? Let me know. What y'all think? I genuinely want to know what everybody think. Everybody give me their opinion on that. Because sometimes people disrespect you and then they don't like your response. Baby, you don't have that option anymore. That's what I thought. Thank you. As a Taurus, I approve. Thank you. Rob said that's fair. Thank you. I agree. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I agree. Thank you. 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 Now, let's take this to a more... Nah, you snap. They can't tell you how to feel about their Come on now. Come on now. Because once you... After this, we're going to take it to a more positive note. But after you cross my boundaries and after you disrespect me, I'm giving the light to the shadow. I'm telling the shadow to do what they got to do because the shadow's job is to protect you. The shadow and the ego work hand in hand, and their job is to protect you from other people's shadow, from other people's darkness. That's really what your darkness is here for. Your darkness is not meant to be suppressed. Your darkness is meant to help you and protect you. I would never put my freedom at risk. Whoa, hold on. See, you taking it too far. Never that. That right there is not smart. You know what I'm saying? Now let's take this to another level, right? Let's take this to another level. All right. I love the fact that y'all are learning that it is okay to protect yourself. See, when Kendrick said most of y'all throw rocks but try to hide your head. Exactly. Like, I'll never crash out. But like I'm saying, I love the fact that y'all are learning that it's okay to protect yourself. Now, here's the ultimatum about that, though. You still have to pick and choose when you do. Because some battles are not meant to fight. Because whoever it is that you're trying to fight, they're already on a path of destruction without you even doing anything. So you still have to, thank you for the headphones, thank you for the donation. You still have to know when and when not to. The problem is with me is I give people chances so that way, and when I cut them off or when I do what I do, I don't feel no remorse because I know I gave you 1, 2, 3 chances. And I'm saying, and it's not even 3 chances no more, it's 1. But at least I feel good afterwards. I don't feel guilt because I know I gave you multiple chances. Okay? Now, another thing that I want to talk about. This is something that you need to hear. My love, baby, that career goal that you have, I'm going to need you to put more energy into it. I feel like you don't really know how much talent you really have. I feel like you don't really know how much you could really get done. And you're too busy comparing yourself to everyone else. You don't always have to know how you gonna get somewhere. You don't always have to know how it's gonna happen. All you need to do is focus on today. How can I get better today? Because if you focus on how to get better today, then every day you're building a block. You see, when you start trying to look at the whole picture, like think about it like this. You're trying to climb Mount Everest, right? You look at the whole Mount Everest, you're like, whoa, I don't know if I could do that. That's the problem. Stop looking at the whole Mount Everest and look at the first step ahead of you, because you're getting ahead of yourself. If you want to build 1 million, right? Let's think about this, right? If you want to build $1 million, $1 million, $1 million this, $1 million that, focus on 2,739 first. 2,739 a day. So if you're trying to build 1 million followers, if you're trying to build 1 million, focus on 2,700 a day first. Break things down. If your goal is you trying to make, and it don't even have to be in 365. 1 million, I'm just trying to put things into perspective. 365 times 3, that's 1,095, right? So let's say you wanted 1 million followers, right? And you divide it by 3 years. 900 followers, $900, 900 a day. Like, for you to make 1 million, that's a lot more easier to digest, right? This is something that I learned from a lot of successful multimillionaires and things like that. They didn't just be like, oh, I'm going to make $1 million. Because guess what? Things are momentum. You see, you getting from 0 to 100 is going to be very, very, very slow. But 100 to 1,000 is a lot quicker than to 0 to 100. 1,000 to 10,000 is way quicker than 1,000 to 100 to 1,000. 10,000 to 100,000 is way quicker than 1,000 to 10,000. It's momentum. But the problem is that you're not going every day. So it gets harder because every time you start to build momentum, you stop. That's why when you're going to the gym, it's easier for you to get up and go to the gym every day when it's become a habit, right? But when you stop going to the gym and then you go back again that first day, it feels like the weight is like hard, like, whoa, this is like super heavy. It wasn't that heavy before, right? Yeah, because you're not in momentum. Everybody comment the word 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 momentum. There we go. Thank you for the roses, Lala. Thank you for the roses. Momentum, 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 momentum. I love that. That's what I'm talking about. You have to have momentum. You got to do it every day. You got to do it every day. Like, for me, I could look at myself and be like, you know where I'm messing up? I'm not making music every day. I got to make music every day, because guess what? If you, so look, let me tell you something about social media. Let me give y'all let me break it down using social media as an example, okay? How many of y'all are trying to grow your social media for whatever reason? Maybe you just want to do it to do it. I'm going to break down this lesson that I'm teaching by using social media as an example, okay? So here we go. Some people only want to post a picture every couple of days. Maybe once a week, right? That's what they want to do. But then you have the people that post a picture every day, or they post their content every day, right? Let me break something down for you. The person who posts their picture once a week may seem like they have more likes. They may seem like they have more people listening, right? Let's say they got 500 likes, right? But then the person who posted every day for the week, and not just one time a week, they have 250 likes here. They got 300 likes here. They got 100 likes here. They got 50 likes here. They got 600 likes here, right? Do you know what happens? When you go to the end of the week, it's Saturday, right? And you look at that one person, they made one post, they got 500 likes. But the person that was being very active, proactive, and was adding momentum, they have an accumulation of 5,000 likes in 1 week, where this person only had 500. Do you see the difference of what happens when you're having momentum? I'm telling you what's facts. I'm just trying to help you. I'm giving you game. I'm telling you how I did it. And I'm telling y'all right now, I'm back. I'm back. I'm doing it all. I'm doing it all. But my main priority, everything I'm going to tell my intention to the world so everybody know what I'm doing. Everything that I'm doing is to help people, because my goal is to master music and to be the best artist, the greatest artist of all time, but using spirituality to help awaken people, because music is truly spiritual. Music is spiritual. So everything that I'm doing is to bring the attention to my music, because I know that the way that I make my music has healing frequency. My last song, Like I Can, is tuned to a healing frequency. I know what I'm doing. I'm being very strategic to heal people, because guess what? You can give people their medicine and they still wouldn't take it. What do you do to kids when you want them to take their medicine but they don't want to take it? What do you do? Here, take some juice. Right? So real quick, while I have all y'all attention, let me play y'all the song that I told you has healing frequencies, okay? And then y'all tell me, I need everybody right now to say, play it. I'm for to play it right now, Daya. I need everybody right now to say, play it. Say, play it. And here's what I'm going to say. If you like it, you got to add it to your playlist. If you like it, you got to add it to your playlist. If you like it, you got to add it to your playlist. Let's go. This is tuned to a frequency. She can't love you like I can, like I can, like I can, like I can. They can do it like I can, like I can. They can do it like I can, even if they try, 'cause it come from inside. Why you try to hide me, try to hit me, then became my enemy, or a friend of me. You tried to deceive me, don't know what to believe. Want you to win my heart, and everything above. You're like the stars in the sky, you make me feel right, 'cause I wanna feel you tonight. I want you to win my love, I want you to win my heart, I want you to win everything, everything above. I want you to win my love, I want you to win my heart, I want you to win the sky and the stars, like Anyways, I recorded that song myself in this room. I recorded this song myself in this room. I edited this video. I did this. Now, I want to see what y'all think about it. Tell me what y'all think. And we're going to continue on with the messages. Tell me what y'all think about it. Yeah, I did it myself. Y'all don't know. Like, that's why I say when people be like, oh, I did it. Boy, I don't need you. I did it myself. And I want to let y'all know, like, I am very, listen, I am very humbled and thankful for y'all even just listening to it, because you didn't have to sit here and listen to it. So I just want to let y'all know, thank you for just even sitting and giving me a chance. If you want to add it to, did you do the mix? Now I did it. I did the whole thing. I just want to tell y'all that if you want to go ahead and stream it, I'm going to play y'all one more song. And then we're going to get to the regular scheduled programming. All right. Now this song that I'm about to play, I made this song completely from scratch. I made the beat, like I made it all. Okay. So this is my last song that I'm going to play, and then we finna keep it going. I produced this song myself. Y'all can hear it? Yup. I'm typing in the chat. Just feel how I feel. What y'all think, y'all? And this is old. I produced this myself. So real quick, before I even finish it. This song is meant for you to be late night in a car ride. It's meant for you to be, this song, listen to it when you're tripping out. This song is meant for you to be listening to it when you're tripping out. This song is a great song when you're by yourself or with your girl. Like, you can really make a whole movie scene kind of moment with this song. You turn off the lights, you put your RGB lights on. My music is for the person that's constantly by themselves at night, driving home by themselves. They're in their bedroom by themselves. That's who I make my music for, because I was once that person. All I had was music. I didn't have real friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this song is about. All right, let's finish. Now that you know, I want you to close your eyes and listen to this song. That's how you're going to get the best experience. Close your eyes. Feel how I feel. Whoa, what's that? Is that a galaxy? Hold on, what that is? Hold on, what that was? Did somebody just see me a galaxy? What that was? Nah, there wasn't no galaxy. I ain't never had no galaxy before. What the hell that was? I'm sorry. I done cut off the music. I ain't know what the fuck that was. I ain't never got no galaxy before, boy. I saw it. What that was? A manifestation. All right, I'm sorry. Let's take it back. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's take it back. Let's get into it. Let's lock in. Let's feel the vibes. Yes. Thank y'all. It's not on SoundCloud. Here we go. Listen. Listen. Going through a portal. We about to go through a portal. Here we go. Let's go. Another portal right here. Yep. Thank y'all for the roses. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. So listen, man. Let me tell you something. I know you just heard my art, but whatever it is that you know you are brought here to do, you need to really take it serious. I don't think you've really been giving it everything you can really give it. Like, you have to move like a madman about your craft. Real talk. You really have to move like a madman about your craft, and you really have to take it serious. Now, my question is what is your craft? What do you think you were brought here to do? What do you think you were brought here to do? You have to be passionate about it. You have to be passionate. Yes, I am on Apple Music. That song was called Feel How I Feel. Styx River, STYX River. Man, listen. We take life for granted sometimes. We forget that this shit can end in a minute and everything you have could be gone tomorrow. We forget that. But when you remember that, you have a level of urgency where it's like, let me get my shit together. Let me create. Let me do. Yeah, you have to. The only thing in life that you have a responsibility to do is to create and evolve. You must always be evolving every day. Every day. You say, I love All Gas No Brakes. That song is tuned to 421 hertz also. I tuned All Gas No Brakes to 421 hertz because Mozart was using 421 hertz. And that song ended up blowing up on TikTok. You know, but it's like, you know, music is spiritual. And there's this guy named Fela Kuti. He's an African music artist. He passed away. He said that people who use music wrong, they always end up dying young. And I just started to think about that. I'm just like, damn, like, because music is a form of healing. I just took a picture. Hold on, let me show y'all something. I literally just screenshotted a picture. Look, music is liquid architecture. Architecture is frozen music. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Look at this. Look at this. Let me see if I could turn down the brightness a little bit. You see that? It's spiritual and it's scientific. And the thing about it is, it almost makes me think about DNA. You know, music is frequency. Music is frequency. And what can frequency do? Frequency can heal. Frequency can destroy. Frequency can build. I mean, I went to the chiropractor, and the chiropractor put on, like, I don't know if it was stem or shockwave, but it's like they're literally sending vibrations to certain muscles to heal it. So imagine what music is doing to the brain, because we're hearing it, we're listening to it through the, you get what I'm saying? And they know this. They know this. Let me find a video of X when he talked about that. Let me find a video of X. Let me find a video of X. Let me find a video of X. Look. Check this out. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all.
Now, I think it's it's not a sonar wave. I forgot. It's like an alpha wave or a sonar wave or something like that.
Of course, I want to tweak out. Hold on.
So I was playing with frequency. I was playing with equalizers. Now, I think it's it's not a sonar wave. I forgot. It's like an alpha wave or a sonar wave or something like that. I figured out that hertz is to understand the frequency vibration, right? So there's kilohertz. Well, sorry, there's hertz, kilohertz, megahertz, right? And then there's.
Do you want to know what's crazy? My last name is Manhertz. It's like I'm human frequency.
I think it's ultra hertz. If I play with those frequencies, right, I can target certain parts of the mind, target the frequency to go to certain parts of the mind, and I can literally, like, if I want you to astral project, right? You know what astral projection is? No. If I want you to astral project, or if I want you to go to sleep, or if I want you to go into a meditative state, I can make my music do that. These little niggas out here don't give a fuck enough to go into that science, bro. These little niggas ain't studying kilohertz, megahertz, and doing all this shit. These little niggas don't know how to equalize, compress, and do all this shit. And the ones that do, okay, maybe your music not good enough to where it got to where, or maybe you not real enough. Maybe your goal's not good enough. Sorry. There's some people out here that do that. You know what I'm saying? That do work. But maybe you ain't putting in the ambition. Maybe you ain't saying the right shit. Maybe you not you. Maybe you trying to sound like somebody else.
I ain't gonna lie. That last part right there just got me, because it makes me think, like, so many talented people who are not being seen. What if they're not being seen because they're not all the way being them? What if that's what it is? What if they're not 100% being in their essence, and that's why they're not succeeding? You know what I mean? Like, in order for you to really be great, you see, this is something Tim Grover said. This is a book I've been reading. This is a book I've read. Like, I've read this book so many times. Winning by Tim Grover. which is the trainer of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. And he said, before you can ever have what you really want, you must first be who you really are. And honestly, I feel like that's where I'm at, where it's like, truth be told, like I put out a video, I put out a vlog, and I was like, I'm a bitch sometimes. I'm an asshole sometimes. But don't get it twisted. I have a very big heart. I'm a bitch when I need to be. I'm an asshole when I need to be. And sometimes we are just so stuck in light versus dark and not understanding that sometimes it's actually detrimental to be too much in your light. And sometimes it's detrimental to be too much in your dark. We are in a physical realm. It has to be balanced. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like people are so like mono, like they view things like black and white. And you cannot, in this life, you cannot view things black and white, because life is not black and white. Life has shades of gray inside of it. What do y'all think? Do you agree or what? Life has shades of gray inside of it. And that's the thing, like man, people swear life is just like, you gotta be light all the time. And that's why I just keep saying that. But my thing is just like, why do y'all think people are afraid to be their whole selves? People are afraid to be them whole selves because they're afraid of how people are going to perceive them, how people are going to view them. That's what it is. But you can't be afraid of how people are going to perceive you. You can't be afraid of how people are going to see you. Thank you for the rose. Yay. Yes. What is life without balance? Exactly. Life is about balance. Life is about balance. That's why the title of this video is Everything is an Illusion, because everything that they made you think is an illusion. It's not even real. It's not even the real way of thinking. Or at least that's how I perceive it. That's how I perceive it. But let me ask y'all, because now I want to take some questions. Now I want to ask me some questions. What do y'all want me to talk about? Tell me what's been on your mind. What are some topics that's been on your mind that you want to hear my perspective about? Because honestly, like, I'm going to be on this live for a minute. I'm going to be on this live until for the next 2 hours. Like I said, I'm going to be on here. I'm going to be on here. And I love talking to y'all, honestly, because guess what? I'm done talking to other people with music. How do I get out of the matrix? You know what? The truth is the matrix is a construct within your mind. And that the best way to get out of such a simulation is to know thyself. If you can figure out who you are, you will automatically break out, because the biggest mystery of life, let me tell you something, y'all gonna like this. The biggest mystery of life is, who are you truly? And the deeper and deeper you go into that, I'm not talking about your personality. The more you know thyself, the more you realize you are God. You are the creator of this matrix. This whole time, you didn't even realize. But the more you know yourself, you start figuring out, wait, I am one with God. So that means, I'm telling you, that's the big plot twist at the end. You realize that this has been you this whole time, playing the house, playing world. Bria said, okay, Vaughn said, people are afraid of their darkness and think they aren't capable of light. Bria said, makes so much sense. So you got to be a doctor and a lawyer, take care of your own health and fight for your rights. Did y'all watch Deadpool Wolverine yet? It was deep. I'm going to check that out. Anything about ancestry with eating disorders? I don't know nothing about eating disorders. And that's one thing. I don't come on the internet talking about shit I don't know about. And that's the thing. People are always on the internet just talking about shit that they don't know about for some clicks, you know? And I want to talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that there are people literally selling themselves out, like literally pimping themselves to the internet for some followers and for some likes. What do y'all think about that? Like, I feel like at some point you have to have some type of integrity when it comes to this internet stuff. Because if you don't have integrity, if you don't know, like, I'm not going to do this, you're going to see that, like, you're constantly blown by the wind. You have to set standards for yourself, and your pain and ruin. What happened? You have to set standards for yourself and realize that, like, yo, I'm not willing to go here or go there. The craving for that validation is crazy work. Yeah, because you know what it is? Nowadays, they've realized that the validation is connected to money too. You know, I don't know what's worse, people craving validation or people craving money. Thank you for the rose, fun size. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. They put shoes on top of it. I'm sorry for that. Damn. Listen, man. Let's get into some reactions. Let's get into something positive, something that'll open our mind up. Let's get into that. You know what I wanted to watch? Let me tell y'all what I wanted to watch. John McAfee. Y'all ever heard of McAfee? Y'all ever heard of that? Listen to this.
Don't you understand you have just sold yourself into slavery?
Wow.
Yeah. You understand I'm going to get a degree. I'm going to become a slave in order to do it. And I will be a slave therefore ever after. We live in a system of brutality. I've been arrested 21 times in 11 different countries.
So,
I'm white.
Just to give a backstory on who this man is, John McAfee created that the programming, the computer programming, the McAfee like security, right? And he ended up giving a bunch of free laptops and free like programming to politicians. And through that free that he gave them, he was able to see behind the scenes of what these people were emailing. He saw the truth and he put it out. He said that if he died, he would never kill himself, that they killed him. And they arrested him and they killed that man.
Since Janice has been with me, there are now 4 countries that Janice can never return to. 6 for me. Did you think of consequences at the moment that you felt that surge of beauty and awe inside you? Fuck no. Now, if your heart leads you into jail, be happy there because things will work out. I promise you. But, well, how will I live? Trust me. You have half a brain and 2 hands. You'll figure it out. Your heart wants to love. It wants joy.
So he was on the run when he did this interview.
Because your heart might go, you know what? I don't even like school. This hasn't been enjoyable for me. Well, then walk the fuck away. Do you understand? Those are false divisions. They were created in your mind by the neuro-linguistic programming of the 2-party system.
Wow.
If not, you give
Whoa, that's deep. He's already talking about how a lot of our beliefs have literally been programmed because these people understand neuroscience. They understand how the brain works. They understand how a brain accepts an idea. Inception was telling the truth.
And phone number of the president of the college, and I will ream him a new asshole. So you have to not be afraid of life. I mean, that's the most difficult thing to do. But being afraid does not help you. I'm as happy as anyone can ever be.
Hey, welcome to the 6th Step Max. A time period there.
The police far deeper than the racial divide. The problem about police brutality against blacks is endemic. Not just to blacks, but to all races. When the need or the inclination arises. I think the problem is that we live in a system of brutality.
Oh, he said we live in a system of brutality.
Police, a system that brutalizes psychologically, financially.
Yeah. Do you hear what he's telling? That's why I keep telling you. The whole thing of the Matrix is to free your mind. Your mind is the asset that they want to control. And he's telling you that these elites or whatever, they're using psychological warfare to get to you.
In every way, its citizens. So obviously the enforcement arm of that system is going to be brutal. Yes, is there racial animosity between the police and blacks? Of course. I've been arrested 21 times in
Wow.
11 different countries. I'm white. I can promise you that when someone with minimal education, minimal psychological training,
See,
is
psycho.
given authority over another human being, um, arrogance is just a natural flowering of that
Wow.
arrangement.
So
We should,
do you hear what
we
he
should,
just said? You hear what he just said? That when someone who has more psychological like power over someone, arrogance starts to arise in them. And I think what he's talking about is like police, what they do, they start to determine, like they start to get like arrogant, or they start to feel like they have some type of, see, wow, they, oh my God, they banned my live again. That's crazy. They stopped my live again. Wow. They said it was misinformation. We didn't even. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.